Welcome to Grow Earth. Today we are here growing and taking notes and learning as the process continues. So today I want to welcome you to Grow Earth and ask you, how are you doing? What are you growing? Are you taking the information and gaining new insight, new wisdom on the how to? managing the process, because it's really down to management. Even in the blessing, you have to learn the management. Everything really lends itself. That's the airplane, and I do not live near an airport, but everything lends itself to you learning. You are a student. You are always learning. So what are we doing with that? So today I want to just show you some of what we are learning. Some of what we are learning here at Grow Earth. So come along with me. I hope you have fun. And I opened up the welcome to share, to give advice or something that might work for you. And as you're following us, we hope that that is beneficial as well. You're learning something, you're gaining something, you're being even encouraged to know that you're not alone. And if that's the case, please share our videos, please like our videos, please leave a feedback, because it does help, and it does encourage me. As we're talking about that, remember, you can always check us out on Instagram, and you can check us out on YouTube, and there's a lot more other things coming as it's in the pipeline, and we'll keep you abreast. So we just encourage you that we are a community, and we encourage growth at all level. So please feel free to be a part. We welcome all our new members, and I am grateful for you. I pray God blessing over you as you continue to grow in every area of your lives, and may you find what we do as a form of encouragement. May it ignite, may it inform, and maybe even once now and then, a little bit of entertainment. Why not? All right. And so I just wanted to put that in. I don't do that every day, but please remember that we are a community, all right? And we're growing together, and we're looking forward in growing together. Are you? I am. The year is not yet finished. We are on the last quarter, but there's a lot of things that has to grow this year, right? Because it will make all the difference next year. Come along with me. So guys, a part of the new process is learning how to grow vertical, and this is going to be my first time. I have grown 1 and 2 things vertical, but I did not intentionally grow everything vertical. So one of the cheap ways I am growing vertical is just to put nails in my own fence. Do not put nails in other people's fence, and I'm allowing everything to run up, because I don't have the space to grow everything out, because I want to intensify my growing in this season. I am also trying to do a lot of companion planting, which involves growing a lot of things that they are good for each other. Some things, it can happen, it won't happen, and I'm learning, because I don't know all, but I will try. And what I notice is that these are in the pumpkin family, so they'd be like zucchini, they're like squashes, and they do well, or pumpkin. They do well with cucumber. They're all kind of like, this is cucumber, and this is like some form of zucchini or squash. So they go well there. And sometimes with that, we find out that flowers like marigold will go well with tomato, depending on the type of companion planting that you're doing. But follow as our trail is going up. So the intention is to go up, right? Our beans are in here because beans are just good for the soil, most of what I have heard. So I'm just getting some beans in the soil that I bought. that I'm still getting used to, that I have to buy soil, dirt. So getting that in there, I put a couple tomatoes in there, trying to see that out. I have a couple callalus that's coming, and stick some regular green onions, and I cut these back so much. Regular green onions from the store, I buy them, take off the green onion piece off the top, stick the rest in water. Had it in my house for like maybe 3 months, and then just decide I'm going to stick them in the dirt, and here they are still producing. So here, peas, and these are my peas slash beans, and some of my callalus here, and I am also introducing little flowers in between, and I have some basil, but we'll talk about basil later. So as we are doing that there, we have decided to run, again, this is just a bean, but it needs a trellis, and we are doing that with cucumber, and the intention is to run it all the way up. So that's the intention right there, and follow right here is the same thing, and the intention again is to run it all the way up. Here I'm doing the same concept with some other cucumbers that I have planted earlier in the season, but as you can see, it feels like this baby here has completely done her lot. I have trimmed back because I don't want a lot of leaves. I need a lot of cucumbers. It's still producing, but not on a level and as fast as I would want it to do so. So in the meantime, I just kind of scale back with it. Then I replanted some tomatoes and some beans in here, and this is a raised bed, so my intention is to see how I can companion plant. So really, I mean, being, what would you call that now, being focused, and definitely working with nature and getting the best. Down here we have started, here's another one, and you see it running because it's fine. And the whole purpose of vertical planting, of course, a vertical garden, is having things that can grow up, right? So we have some beans, and we made just board that we just pick up, that people just throw away, and we have little recycle cards, and we just tie them. My husband just bore a hole up here, and it goes right across. We tie them, and we just start planting them in rows, and I will keep you posted, but this is the idea, to have them go up a trellis. And I can't afford to buy the expensive trellis, like $70 for one piece of trellis. I won't be able to do that, so I create other ways of doing that. And I have started some fresh seed for this season. And with that, we have our basil here that I have to thin out. We have watermelon. Hopefully I can get watermelon this year. And of course we have some other squashes, and I believe if you look deep, these are gonna be some cilantro. And honey, I love myself some cilantro. Right here that you're looking at is some cosmos, and of course they need to thin out, and my purple basil for the fall. So that's the intention, and not planting too tight. Bear in mind that you need room for growth, so don't cluster everything, and space your stuff and give room for when these plants start growing, because you're not going to believe how much space they will take up as they're growing, and you don't want them competing for the sun and all that kind of stuff. But we're doing, amazing here. I want to go ahead too and just show you like what we're doing with plants, because even though I'm not able to eat flowers and these kind of amazing plants, but I still think that it beautifies everything. So I plant a lot of those just around to just beautify the place. Needs to go here and plant some of those over, and learning how to maximize on your plants. So buying one thing and cutting it in 4 different areas and replanting and container planting and stuff like that. So that's kind of the concept. So this right here is our golden shrimp plant. Amazing in color, and we just kind of line those across, and of course they will get big and have some plants for the season. I really love the fall. And going in, this is a type of greens. What is this called again? Oko. Listen, it's somewhere here, but okini spinach or something like that. But anyhow, so that's the concept of really working, but not just one thing, figuring out how to maximize space and really create an area of planting a lot of different things. So guys, and one other thing is, I know things look spacey right now because I'm doing a new thing, but I promise you that in another 2 months or so it won't be that spacey. Right here, if you can look, we have little corns, right, that are coming up on both rows. And I have peppers and my thyme in containers and stuff like that. So bear in mind that we are doing a lot of things and trying our best to see. Here again is some corns that maybe if you go low you kind of see it, but let me tell you something is eating them down, and I don't know what it is. Help! And the intention is to really see how much I can get out of what I have, how much I can really harness the power, right? The ability, the talents, the resources that I have. I have never planted potato into a container, but I am this season. So I've just gotten a really huge container, and I just tomato regularly that you buy from the store. I do buy organic, and I just stick it right in a bucket, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'm also doing a lot more container planting than I normally would do. Also as well, peppers into container, because I learned from the past that whenever I plant all my peppers together, they seem to really get the other flavor, and sometimes I do not want that happening. So then I have to make sure that each flavor stay together. Pineapple as well, just cutting the heads off those and just sticking them in and see what happened this year. Right, not my first time. I had a pineapple plant that somebody gave me last year, but it is my first time planting it myself. Now, less than, I would say, I don't even want to say a week ago, I want to say around 3 days ago or something like that, I put some other potatoes in a bag. This is a regular shopping bag. I am hoping that it leaks water properly. If it doesn't leak the water properly, I'm gonna have to just stab it a couple of times with a knife or something. But 3 days ago I put the potatoes in them, and look at these potatoes that's coming up. So I am excited about growing potatoes in a bag. And I leave the strings because just in case this is not the ideal spot for it, I'm gonna be able to move it to different areas, because sometimes, I mean, this weather is just unpredictable. So that's the idea of how can we container plant? What are containers that we have that we're not using? Or maybe bags like these, no, because you know you have all these bags that you have to take to the supermarket and that sort of stuff. How can you maximize that? You know, how can you maximize the things when you look around that you already have? And that's sort of like the way I am planting this year. You know, some of the seeds I'm not just going to buy the seeds. I am using seeds from regular food items that I already purchased from the store, and I am using those. And whenever that season is finished, I am harvesting seeds for my next planting seasons. This is okra, and we see our okra is coming, and I'm excited about it. The plant on the okra is, the flower on the okra, is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not a big okra fan, but I love the flowers, and it is also nutritious, so it's good to have. And let me tell you something, in days when your options are few, this might be a delicacy. So that's it. And in between, I kind of, have my little regular plants. This is my lemongrass or fever grass. I have my pawpaw tree, my banana tree, and I am doing a lot of plant swapping. What do I mean by that? Meaning that if you have a plant that I don't have and I have something that you don't have, we can swap. Outside of that, I'm also sharing. If somebody wants to grow something and I have it, I have no problem in doing that, as well as I am getting ready to start to generate and sell back my own seeds. Okay, that is coming up in the new in a very, very near future. This is my sorrel. I got that from a very generous friend that we just met at a local nursery, and it's like she disappeared off the face of the earth. So I'm just gonna give all the glory to God right there. But that's one. Here again is a whole bunch of container planting. What is in these containers and what are we doing over here? So in these containers we have all sorts of stuff. This was just a sweet potato that I had in my pantry that was just, it started to bear. It just started to sprout, and my husband said just cut it off and put it in the dirt. I did just that. Watermelon I have over there. All of these are ginger, and let me tell you what that looks like. That's a little ginger root there coming up, right? That's a little ginger root coming up. So that's potatoes again. And sometimes when you have the potatoes, that's another plant over there coming in right here. But you know how sometimes you buy the potatoes and they all flowering in your pantry? Just stick it in some dirt and see what happens. So guys, here we are again. And of course, I know you guys know about these already. These are just panels that these are like just window treatments. They go up on windows. They were all like a navy blue. And my husband just got them, take them home, and we just painted them. And we just put them in our yard. Here they are. And we're growing this part of my garden, or my backyard does not get a lot of sun, so therefore I put like veggies over here, a lot of lettuce and those form of greens over here that really don't need that much sun, and they're just coming because we're just planting for the fall season. So I'm trying some stuff over here. As you can see, I don't believe that my basil is doing well over here, but I did try bringing it over here. And again, there is no mistake in the garden. We are learning, and if anything, we learn what not to do. So here's another part of what we're doing. So of course, a garden don't just get maintained just by you dropping seed in the soil. One of the things that we are working on in our garden is just to make sure that we are creating a form of healthy environment, serene, playful, and inviting. And we have a surprise behind here, but I want to tell you about this first. So this area is really, it can be whenever you have animals involved, which we love animals because they also help with what we're doing. All right, so we're into rabbits because we love their manure. It's cold, It can go right to work without any extra processing. And we love chickens because chickens are gardeners. They love to scratch things out. They do whatever they're doing. I don't appreciate that after I plant something, but they'll scratch the dirt out, eat the fly larva out, and just they work well. I mean, they're heavy duty workers. I did not even understand how hard chickens work until I have my own chickens. But nevertheless, when you enter my backyard, the first thing that hits your eyes, apart from my little planting area that I'm telling you about, and my trellis here that's supposed to go across there, my arch and all that stuff. As you come through this gate, you are just welcomed by this site. Now, what about this site? So my husband had decided that I'm gonna have to do something about this. So my husband created this nice little area for the kids or their friends to have just a chartboard. And the chartboard is ideal. I homeschool, and the kids love to express by drawing and stuff like that. But the surprise is really behind the chartboard, which is just such a good thing to what he's doing. And to mention, all of these boards are boards that we found on the sidewalk. People throwing out lumber, people, boards changing over stuff. Just find them on the sidewalk, really. Or your neighbor redoing their house or something like that, or a new development, and you're driving past and they have all these little boards that they don't want to use anymore. And when you repurpose those boards, you'll be surprised what it comes and do. These are pallets, and I know a lot of people know pallets, right? So you have pallets that Home Depot uses, and these different people, and when they're finished, they throw the pallets outside. My husband, he just pulls off the nails and repurpose them, and I'll show you other things that he repurposed with just boards, freeboard. But anyway, let me tell you, so the surprise back here is that we have rabbits. Say hi. So we have rabbits, and I think we have marshmallow, and I don't remember the name. I know marshmallow because the M is here, but that's about it. So, and what happened is that the little pallets that the rabbit, after they drop their little pallets, manure, poop, whatever, it drops down here, and we just get it in a tub and fertilize it on the food. And our rabbits eat just as healthy as us. This one is demonstrating eating right now, and we do feed them with organic food as well. All right, and rabbit is a great pet, and other people eat rabbit as well. Never eaten rabbit before, but it's a great pet for us. Helps well with the the manure for my garden. And instead of just having it just like that, where when you walk in all you see is this, my husband just take off the soil and do this. So when you walk in, this is what you see, which I think is delightful. I must let you say hi to my chickens. Where are they? They're probably not interested. I don't know if there's any eggs. I will check. There are no eggs, but I will check. If my husband built this from scratch again with freeboard, but they help. Hey. And these chickens can only be let out when they are being managed because they will scratch out everything. So guys, I'm finishing up, but I hope you enjoy. And this is just the process, because a lot of times you'll see the finished work and you'll probably think, I'll never be able to get that. What I'm doing doesn't look anything like this. These people, they just got it, or something different with them than it is with me. And I want to tell you that it's called the process and the work, WORK. Be not deceived, whatsoever you sow that you will reap. And oftentimes all the time there's no magic wand, okay? Yes, you have to do the work and you have to maintain. So I encourage you to grow, experience the process and grow. It's not a miracle. It's not an event. It's a process and it works. Okay? It works. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, but I just wanted to share that with you, and I will keep you posted with how things are going on. But we're growing, and it doesn't matter where we go. We're growing, and it doesn't matter what the season is. We are intentional about growing, and anywhere we go, and even if we're on the sea, we'll figure out a way how to grow. But as long as the earth remains, there will be seed time and harvest. Amen. So that is our intention, is growing. And the next time I talk to you, I'm going to share a little bit of, just what are we doing regarding food and storage and that sort of stuff. But today I'm going to say whoosh, I'm out of here. And I really do hope that you enjoy just what we are teaching, what we are sharing, what we are discovering, and you're welcome to share your process too as well. Thank you and goodbye from Grow Earth. We are always happy to have you grow with us.